Hello and welcome to a Notes for God channel. I'm super excited that you're joining. It's a little bit later than I should have done it, but it is what it is. Things happen. Don't forget to subscribe to a Note for God. Definitely subscribe as you're watching, as you're enjoying these Proverbs every single morning. Don't worry, tomorrow will be 6 o'clock in the morning. But if you're enjoying them, definitely as you are listening, also comment below and let me know what you're thinking, what you're getting out of each proverb. Because everybody is super, super different, right? Like some things tend to stick out more to other people, So definitely do that. And again, if you want to support the channel, the link is below in the description box. Buy me a coffee. .com/a note for God. All funds, all monies will definitely go. That's my kids if you hear. All the money goes to support the channel. All right, so let's get to it. So this is Proverbs 7. Follow my advice, my son. Always treasure my commands. Obey my commands and live. Guard my instructions as you guard your own eyes. Tie them on your finger as a reminder. Write them deep within your heart. Love wisdom like a sister. Make insight a beloved member of your family. Let them protect you from an affair with an immoral woman, from listening to the flattery of a promiscuous woman. One second. While I was at the window of my house looking through the curtains, I saw some naive young men, and one in particular who lacked common sense. He was crossing the street near the house of an immoral woman, strolling down the path by her house. It was at twilight in the evening. As deep darkness fell, the woman approached him, seductively dressed and slay of the heart. She was the brash, rebellious type, never content to stay at home. She is often in the streets and markets, soliciting at every corner. She threw her arms around him and kissed them, and with a brazen look, she said, I've just made my peace offering and fulfilled my vows. You're the one I was looking for. I came out to find you, and here you are. My bed is spread with beautiful blankets and color sheets of Egyptian linen. I've perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloe, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink our full of love until morning. Let's enjoy each other's caresses, for my husband is not home. He is away on a long trip. He has taken a wallet full of money with him, and he will not return until later this month. So she seduces him with her pretty speech and entices him with her flattery. He followed her once, like an ox going to the slaughter. He was like a stag caught in a trap, awaiting the arrow that would pierce his heart. He was like a bird flying into a snare, little knowing it would cost him his life. So listen to me, my sons, and pay attention to my words. Don't let your heart stray away towards her. Don't wander down her wayward path, for she has been the ruins of many. Many men have been her victims. Her house is the road to the grave. Her bedroom is a den of death. And that is Proverbs 7. If you are listening and you're also reading, you kind of see a couple of themes. Let me get to my blue letter Bible. A couple of themes, wisdom. In this specific one, he talks about immoral women. And I think in the last three, he's talking about the same thing. So again, how do we learn? We learn by repetition. So listening to the same thing over and over. So hopefully by the time we get to Proverbs 31, you are able to say, I know the theme. I know what to look for, right? And I need you to get to the Blue Letter Bible app, because I love the commentaries. I read the ones written by David. I mean, there's so many. And what I like is that he breaks it down by like even sentence, right? Her house is the way to hell. That wasn't how she saw it or described it. Of course not, right? Come to the bed. Look how beautiful Egyptian beds I have and smelling all beautiful. But he says here, but it was true. Wisdom teaches us that things are not as they are often presented or perceived. Where is the person who's willingly knowing takes the way to hell and descends to the chambers of death? the power of temptation, and temper lies in concealing the results, and wisdom sees that it's concealed, right? And I go back to this specific line: love wisdom like a sister. And if you have not looked up the definition of wisdom, again, look it up, the different words that you can use for wisdom, because the first proverb, it says that's what I'm going to be teaching you, wisdom. So definitely going back to looking that up and going back and finding the theme. As you see, the proverbs are not that long once you read them. However, I would recommend or suggest, let me go here, to read. Reread the Proverbs out loud, reread them, take notes, look up the words again. And I'm never going to get tired of saying this, because as an educator for 15 years, I say the same thing to my students. You have to look up words that you do not know. It is nice to read the commentaries, because he's telling you a little bit more, right? And sometimes, well, not specifically this one, but sometimes it even tells you, like, during this time in history, this is what would happen. During this time in history, this is what this color, this number meant, stuff like that. So definitely going back and listen to the commentaries. Let me see the audio. The audio, is this the audio? Let's see.
The book of Proverbs.
Okay, so audio meaning somebody is just going to give us like a sermon on it. All right, so definitely go back and re-listen, write down your themes. If something is standing out, rewrite that sentence. And we might read it and we might read that part about the woman being very promiscuous, enticing men, but have we been that immoral? Here we go. Have we been that immoral woman once in our life, right? Before you were saved, right? And as you're reading, you're like, wow, this is not good, right? Even though she said she did an offering, it wasn't to God, our God, right? She was doing it to some of her gods, lowercase g, right? So definitely thinking that, and thanking God that we changed and repented, right? So hopefully you enjoyed Proverbs 7. Again, if you're getting value out of this, you're definitely like the button, hit the like button and leave a comment below. And think about just contributing, buymeacoffee.com/@a-note-for-God. All money, like I said, goes to the channel. And the business of the day, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. It is my 30-day daily devotional, definitely to get you back into reading the word, getting back to just spending time with God during these times. I feel like that is so important. Like, I cannot emphasize how important that is. And definitely the 30-day daily devotional that I have will help you do that. You purchase it and you download it, print it. What do? I print it and then hole punch it and put it in a binder, because I'm an educator and I love office supplies. So I always have binders all over the place. So put that in there and dedicate time to the devotional, right? Just don't get it and not do it. Get it and say, I'm going to do this in the morning. I'm going to do this at night when the kids are sleeping. It does not take that long. But what you will find is that you'll do it. Let's say it takes about 5-8 minutes because you're reading and answering. You're going to start getting more into the word. My Bible's over there. And then you're going to start getting your own Bible or, from your phone and start reading more and more and more. And that's definitely what this season is meant to be, really spending more time in the word with God. And if the devotionals helped me tremendously when I first got saved. And if you're like, well, I don't know what to read, what do I do? What do I read? I'm telling you, a devotional will definitely help you get into it. All right. So you guys have a fantastic day. Tomorrow, we will be here back at 6 a.m. Definitely share this and come live with me at 6 a.m. every single day this month. Have a good one.